Hi YouTube, this is Robert with Soy. Welcome to the Getting Wiser tutorial series episode 3, Facing the Interface, part 1. In our past episodes we went over how to integrate UE4 and Wwise, as well as how to make a new project in both programs. The links to those videos are in the description below, and as always, there's also a text version of this video in the description below as well. These next two tutorials will go over the interface in both programs. At the end of the second tutorial, you will be able to create a sound event that will play in UE4. This specific tutorial will go over the basics of Wwise, so let's get started. I'm going to go over the Wwise interface as a general overview. I'll get more in depth about each task as we need them in future tutorials, but it is good for you to know the terms that Wwise uses. If you'd like to learn more about Wwise, go to Audiokinetic's website and check out Wwise 101. It's free, and also they have tutorials on their YouTube channel. Let's first take a look at the Project Explorer. It has 7 tabs in it. The 7 are Audio, Events, Sound Banks, Game Syncs, Share Sets, Sessions, and Queries. So let's talk the Audio tab. It has 3 folders in it: the Master Mixer, the Actor Mixer, and the Interactive Music Hierarchy. Each one of these folders houses a specific function that is integral to Wwise. The Events tab is for organizing all of the play, stop, pause, and other kind of events that we create in Wwise. We don't have to worry about the Sound Banks tab. UE4 takes care of that for us. Game Syncs hold things like your switches, states, game parameters, and triggers. These are all ways that help Wwise communicate to the engine. Switches are for choosing between different sounds. States, game parameters, and triggers are ways the game directly communicates to Wwise. For example, RTPCs, or real-time parameter controls, give live data from the game that will affect a sound's pitch, volume, or anything else you can think of. The Share Sets tab houses one of the things I find myself using all the time, and it's the Attenuations folder. The attenuations are for setting the max distance you can hear an object from, as well as how it fades in and out from that distance. Next is the Sessions tab. Mostly if you want to save data from the stream from UE4 to Wwise, go here. Finally is the Queries tab. This holds the data that helps Wwise run. Mostly think of it as the place where you'd look for project settings. So let's jump back to the Audio tab. The Master Mixer hierarchy holds objects called buses, which there are 2 kinds of buses: a regular audio bus and an auxiliary bus. The 3 default ones that you see in the tab are all regular buses. The audio buses are mostly in charge of how loud objects are. Anything that is routed through a specific bus has their volume affected by it. Secondly, the auxiliary buses. These are mostly used to add in effects, such as reverb or delays, to our sounds. So now, let's look at the sound we added last week in the Actor Mixer hierarchy. When you click it, on the right, you can now see the information about it in the Sound Property Editor, as well as in the Contents Editor. In the Contents Editor, it holds information such as the original audio, duration, and other important things such as that. In the Sound Properties Editor, you notice there are several tabs. In the General Settings tab, one thing you can try is adding a low-pass filter. You can also add in a high-pass filter. If you mess with its pitch, it'll also change with the time settings, so the lower the pitch, the slower it'll be. You can also change the volume of this specific instance as well. Also in this tab, you'll be able to route your sound through any specific bus you want. Let's go through the other tabs now. Source Settings has the settings for how you convert the file. You don't have to worry about this too much. Effects is a place where you can add a specific reverb or delay effect that you want the sound to always have. Positioning adds in attenuation, which remember, that's just how we compute the distance. RTPC adds in the real-time parameter controls, which talk directly to the game. The States tab is where you can add a specific state to the sound, or differences between the sound in each state. And Advanced Settings allows you to set how many instances there are in the game, as well as other miscellaneous things. That concludes this part of the interface demo. Next time I'll show you what we need in UE4 to access the sounds that we make in Wwise. Thanks, and see you guys next time!